member for York South Weston.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I recently hosted a town hall on poverty and those made vulnerable by poverty in my riding of York South Weston. One participant was Rhino Noble, the Executive Director of North York Harvest Food Bank. Since the pandemic began 7 months ago, the food bank has seen 75% increase of need in the community over the same period last year. North York Harvest Food Bank is doing an incredible job during difficult times. However, as Mr. Noble states, we cannot reduce food insecurity in a meaningful way without the public, private and non-profit sectors working together to put robust, long-term solutions to poverty in place. My question is, what is this government doing to address the needs of communities like mine in York South Weston that needs immediate economic relief?
The Associate Minister responsible for children and women's issues.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and thank you to the member for that question. As part of Ontario's efforts to support children, youth and families through the challenging time, our government has provided $8 million in funding for Feed Ontario. This funding assisted Feed Ontario in producing and distributing pre-packaged hampers to support the great work that food banks across the province have been doing during the COVID-19 outbreak. We've also invested an additional $1 million in the student nutrition program so it can continue to run throughout the summer months. During this time, the program has been adapted to include new local approaches to meal delivery, including distributing grocery cards or farm vouchers, delivering food boxes, meal kits or frozen meals, and supporting food banks at this time. This investment also supported the 14 lead agencies who deliver these services to 4,500 student nutrition programs that address food insecurity in communities across the province. Our government knows that proper nutrition is foundational for success, and we are taking steps to ensure every student has access to healthy food that is served.
The supplementary.
Thank you. Back to the Premier. My riding of York South Weston and the Toronto Northwest has been facing many social and economic challenges, only made worse by COVID. The effect of poverty on a community requires investment and attention to mental health supports, access to housing, employment opportunities, and overdue increases to individuals living on social assistance and or DSP. We have non-profit groups like North York Harvest Food Bank and other community groups stepping up to the plate. When exactly is this government going to do their part to address poverty in Ontario in a meaningful way?
Associate Minister to reply.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and thank you again to the member for that question. I can tell you that myself, the Minister of Children, Community and Social Services, and my colleagues across this government are very interested in this important issue. As you know, we launched province-wide consultations at the end of January to inform our new 5-year poverty reduction strategy. This will recognize the impact of COVID-19 on individuals and agencies. I'm pleased to share that we are able to extend the online consultations by a month so more individuals have the opportunity to participate in these consultations. We heard from people and organizations across the province, including those at heightened risk of poverty, other levels of government, and the private and non-profit sectors. They contributed innovative ideas on how to reduce poverty, including how we can continue to encourage job creation and connect people to employment, provide people with the right supports and services, and lower the cost of living to make life more affordable. We will continue to listen to those directly affected by poverty, community organizations, Indigenous partners, as we develop a new strategy, which we will look forward to releasing later this year. Thank you.
Thank you very much.